Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to reconnect the interior door handle on this rear door of the Chevy Caprice PPV. They're often disconnected because of the police service, so you don't want people opening the rear door without the police officer's knowledge. We're going to start off by removing the two Phillips head screws that are at the base of the center pull handle of the door. Now I'm going to remove the plastic cover, which is covering a 7mm headed bolt behind the pull handle itself. Top right corner there's a little gap. You can go in with a plastic pry tool or a flat blade screwdriver like that and then tip it outward and pull it out, and now you can use a 7mm socket to remove this bolt. Now with the plastic cover removed, we can use that 7mm socket to remove this bolt. Next we're going to remove the three Phillips headed screws that are at the base of the door panel. Now we're going to use a plastic pry tool to go around the edge of the door panel to disengage the push pins that are still remaining that are engaging the door panel to the door. And now we're going to disengage the top of the door panel by pulling outward from the door on the door panel to disengage the clips that are actually on the door side of this connection. Before pulling the door panel fully away, make sure you disengage the wiring harness connector. And as you can see here, I've got a couple of the push pins that did not come out from the door, so I'll have to remove those gently to see if I can reuse them. And if they're reusable, go ahead and reinsert them into the door panel sockets that they came out of. As you can see, we have the door panel off, and luckily this car does have the actual cables to enable the rear door handles on the inside. I have seen reports that this cable is actually not in place, but as you can see, we do have this one. So I'm going to get some tape there to cover that up, to try to reestablish the water barrier, and then we'll attach this to the handle on the door panel, reconnect the wiring harness, and engage the clips on the top. I was able to pull out the pins that didn't pull out of the door. They were reusable. One did have a slight break in the top one corner of it, but it was still usable. I don't have replacements for that, but it should be sufficient. So we had, again, the screws in the middle portion, and then the two of them there, and then the three at the bottom. So we'll re-engage, like I said, the cabling, the wiring, the clips at the top, push inward, and then we'll lay it down and snap it into place and put the screws in place. And we should have an operational door handle. I'm going to take the cable, which luckily was in this vehicle, and engage this ball socket end here into the metal portion, and then run the cable down, and then there's a groove here that'll flatten out in. I'll then pull this back to expose more of the cable, basically like the door handle was being pulled, and then I'll engage this tapered portion here in this part of it, and then the clip on the top here will rotate it so it's on the top of the handle, and then we'll go forward, and then those little tabs at the end of that will engage on the top here to lock it into place. Tapered section, and then snaps into place. And now we should be able to hear the door handle getting pulled. Alright, let's begin the reinstallation of the screws. We have the two Phillips head screws here. There were three along the bottom, so I'm going to work from center out. And then we've got the 7mm headed bolt that goes into this here with the plastic cover over the top. Let's get these back into place. Now the black plastic trim piece, there's two little tabs on the bottom, so you tip it in, you fit those in first, and then you tip it up to engage the clips on the top part here. Clean that out just a little bit before we do that. That's up. Now we have a functional door handle. Hopefully that was helpful to you. If it was, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification to get notified of new uploads to the channel. Come back to the channel for more Caprice and Chevy SSR content. Thanks for watching.